Hello, welcome everybody. Thanks for the list, Egyptian Famous. That's a huge help. So everyone's automatically added to the list within this hour. And then once that hour is up, I will do the wrap up. So don't forget, donations do take priority. Means you'll get more than just the 2 cards in the reading. Hello, Info. Welcome. Akamarie. Okay, we've got Bart, Famous, Yvette, Akamarie, Janelle, Naraj, Selma. Okay, so we're just doing real quick, and Info. Yes, everybody's automatically added. It's not a problem. Right, so we've got Bart to start with, and we've got Egyptian Famous and Yvette. It's all right, Egyptian Famous can understand you guys with your different hours and things like that, and if you've been working that, so yeah, it's all good. So yeah, so Egyptian Famous has already created the list, so thank you to Egyptian Famous. Now don't forget, guys, everybody's automatically added, so not a problem. I'll do 3 at a time. So I'll do Bart, Egyptian Famous, and I'll do Yvette, and then I'll do Akamarie, Janelle, Naraj, and then I'll do the last 2 there on that list, and then and as we continue. So what I'll do is after the hour, then I'll do the wrap up. Don't forget, donations give you a little bit more information, gives you a tarot and an oracle question. Now, if you ask a yes and no question, I'm going to use angel answers. Okay? I'm going to use angel answers. So if you use yes and no questions, if you use timing questions, okay? Just so you know, you're going to get angel cards. If you ask a yes and no question, it will be with the angel answers. Right, so let's begin. Bart. So Yvette, I need your question as well too, please. Oh, the weather's not that great here either, down in the southern hemisphere, down in New Zealand. Right, what's going to happen when you get the Dark Mansion next month? Ooh, Bart. Let's do the Santa Muerte tarot deck. Right, Bart, what's going to happen when you get the Dark Mansion next month? No, Akamarie, just wait. Just got to... Oh, Akamarie's net. Oh, yeah, okay, cool, no worries. Okay, what's going to happen when you get the Dark Mansion Tarot next month? Ooh, it's going to take a lot of courage to work with it. Endurance and stamina. Because there's no guidebook, I think it's going to take some endurance and some stamina to sort of get to know the deck. It's going to be a time of celebration too, Bart. Ooh, it's going to be a lot of, I feel like with the tarot deck, it's going to pull you in different directions. It does feel like there's a sense of, it's going to give you the opportunity. I think there's going to be some answers going to be juggled. There's going to be a lot of juggling around. Okay, so it's a deck that's going to take a lot of strength, a lot of endurance and stamina to work through it. Okay, to get to know it. I think it's going to be a deck of celebrations. It's a deck that's got a real strong, I want to say a like-minded connection with it. I think you'll have a real strong connection with the deck, but it is going to cause you to juggle some stuff. Look at the priorities of what's important as well here. I feel like there's a lot of juggling around, trying to find a sense of balance in your well-being. Okay. Cool. You're welcome, Bart. You're welcome. Okay. Next, I have Egyptian Famous. Then I've got Yvette and Aquamarie, and then Janelle. Okay. You're welcome, Bart. How will my V-Day? Okay, Egyptian Famous. How will V-Day go? Finally meet my person. Whoa! That flew out. Okay, Egyptian Famous. How will V-Day go? Okay, first we have the Emperor with 3 of Swords. Does feel like there's going to be some challenges to the situation. Does feel like things might not go quite according to plan, but it's about keeping your confidence. Okay, being dynamic, I get a sense of independence. I think things are not going to go quite the way you want them. There could be some challenges on the day. I feel like there's some challenges. So it's important that you sort of stay in control of the situation. I do feel like you are going to work through it, though, with the sun coming out here. It's all about using your skills and your abilities to move forward on this journey. So things might not go quite according to plan. Okay, things might not go quite the way you want them, that things may not be quite as you expected, but it does end up being the Knight of Chalices. So it might not be the person you expect. I think it could be an unexpected person arrives, is what I'm getting here. It does feel like there's an unexpected person that you will connect with, that you'll have that sense of romance with. I do feel like there's someone who's unexpected. So you might struggle personally. I think it's a mental perception, your thoughts and ideas. But I do feel like everything's going to turn out okay. You know, it might be a little bit of a struggle at the beginning of the day, but I think overall you'll be okay. And I do feel like someone's coming into your life. I do feel like someone, but it's going to be someone unexpected. So there might be some challenges to the day. There might be some challenges, but I do know that you'll work through them and you'll have that sense of what did I say? I do feel like you'll have that sense of coming through with new beginnings. It's all about using your skills, your abilities to look below the illusion. Okay? So they just flew out, so I just accepted them in that reading. And plus all the thank you for doing the list. Right. Next was Yvette. Oh, okay. This is a work situation. Okay. Ooh, work. Let's have a look. This is work. Let's do the Waterfall Tarot. Oh my God. This is such a cool deck. Waterfall Tarot is created by Tarot Oracle. Now, in the images, there are some differences. It is Rider-Waite-Smith, but there are some differences in the images slightly. The waterfall painting, you know, water paintings, watercolor is what I want to say. I lost my plot then. How does Tammy Johnson feel about me working for her? Okay, so now we're back to normal. Yvette. Right, let's have a look. Okay, Waterfall Tarot can be ordered on Tarot Oracle's Etsy store. Okay, the Tarot Oracle. So totally recommend you check it out. And it's quite inexpensive. If you guys are in the States, it's quite inexpensive. He's only charging like $20 for a deck without a box, which is damn inexpensive. Such good quality. And the cardstock's lovely to shuffle. Listen to that shuffle. Just want to listen to that shuffle. Okay, so how does Tammy Johnson feel about me working for her? Okay, let's have a look. How does Tammy Johnson feel about me working for her? Ah, feels confident. Feels confident. Feels like the sunshine. I do feel like with the sunflowers here, that there's like a sun shining on the situation, that there's a growth and expansion. Definitely with an independent sense of victory. Even when there's challenges, there's always the ability to have that sense of victory, of achievements. Definitely feels like things are really, really she's confident in your ability to work for her. You have that sense of victory, that growth, that expansion. Here I get celebration, the sense of just pride about everything sort of coming together. Everything feels like it's moving in the right direction here. You're able to work independently, which is really good. It's really a sense of, really feels like things are, I just want to say, I actually got like the blue with the self-expression, being able to express yourself freely, having the ability to work independently. So it feels really positive. It feels like she has a lot of confidence in you. It does feel like she feels like you can work independently, and your success, she'll be successful. Tammy will be successful with you working for her. So yeah, I do feel like there's a lot of growth, a lot of expansion, a lot of prosperity. I'm getting like the greens are standing out quite strongly here. So I'm getting the sense of prosperity. It's healthy. It's full. So yeah, I feel like there's a lot going on there. So just work, I think it's just about you doing the work, you being confident in yourself as well. Right, let's continue. Right, AccuMarie. Okay, so who was next? Janelle and Niraj also need your questions. Egyptian Famous has just been doing the list, and so after Mimsy must be Clear, and then Jamie. Right, so AccuMarie. So I'm looking for Janelle. Question. Oh, cool. Thank you, guys. Brilliant. Makes it really easy when you guys just type in your questions as your name comes up on the list. Just as your name comes up on the list, if you just type your Oh, thank you, Jamie. I hope the readings helped you the other day that I did for you. Right, how can I improve my flirting skills? Oh, let's use the romantic tarot. Put this one there. How can I improve? Oh, cards just flipped out. Let me just pick it up. Oh, that's good, Jamie. That's good. Right, AccuMarie, how can you improve your... Ooh, I think it's got words as take a risk. Just take a risk. Take a risk and no need to worry. With the 9 of Swords there. So with the Fool card and the 9 of Swords. It's all about taking a risk and not worrying about it, taking a breath, allowing yourself to and be in the moment. With the Fool card here is just be in the moment, be in the now, and just take a risk. Just take that action. Just take a breath and just go for it. It's like having a fresh start. That's the only way to do it. It's just to do it. To improve your flirting skills. It's just to do it. To not worry about it. Just allow yourself to sort of take a breath. And just talk to someone. Just introduce yourself here. Okay, take a risk. Introduce yourself. Okay. Right. Cool. Remember, don't type your question in until you're on the list, until you're on the thing there. Marie, then I've got Janelle. That's right. Yep, Janelle. Right. Well, okay. Okay, this is where the angels come into play. Angel answers. Right. So, you asked, will you be in some kind of relationship? Let's do the timing with the angels. Okay, will you be in some kind of relationship with Mick? Let's have a look. Yeah. Okay, when? Okay, it says within the next few months. If things sort of move in the right direction, that, you know, don't push it, just allow things to be. Don't sort of get too wound up in it all. But yeah, and within the next few months that things will start to sort of connect. But don't rush it. Don't just take it. It's really about taking your time. Yes, it will happen, but don't get too wound up in the idea. Okay, just allow yourself to just move through the process gently. Okay. With the energies at the moment, it says yes, within the next few months. Right, so okay, so next on the list was Salmia and info. Salmia and info. Salmia and info is what I'm waiting for next. Salmio and info, please. Salmio and info. And then I'll do divine. Oh, Salmia, can you type in your question, please? Advices and what should be my actions be for love in January? I'm in a long distance relationship. Oh, interesting. Okay. So let's do the Universal Celtic Tarot. I do not want the... That's not supposed to be in there. That's a different deck. A different space. Right. Okay. Universal Celtic. All right. Let's have a look. Advice for love. You're in a long distance relation. Whoa. There we go. Those cards flew out. So let's have a look. Okay, we've got 3 cards here. The first card is Ace of Swords. So make sure that you are clear-minded, that there's no confusion, that the communication is clear, Niraj. Okay, it's important that the communication is clear. Okay, we're looking at clear communication. We've got a clear idea about what needs to do, making sure you guys are on the same path. We do have the Lovers card here. So there will be some choices that do need to be made in the relationship. There will be some choices that do need to be made in regards to the situation. Interesting, because the High Priestess just came up and I got the word secrets. So you guys need to communicate. I do feel like there needs to be a sense of clear communication here. There are some secrets. There are some choices that do need to be made in this relationship. Okay, it's a long distance relationship currently. So it does feel as though there does need to be a clear communication in this situation, because there is some things that are hidden. Now, it does not necessarily mean about cheating or anything. I'm not getting the words cheating or anything like that. I just want to make that really, really clear. I just get a sense of you guys needing to make sure that you're communicating clearly, that you guys are on the same page for some reason. Okay, I think there's just a need to make sure you guys are communicating clearly on the same page. Okay, so super important there. There is a need to communicate. Make sure you've got a clear idea about what you expect in the relationship and be able to communicate clearly. Okay. Oh, thank you, Celeste. So, Niraj, so info and divine. Okay, so I need a question from divine as well. Right, so here we go. So let's do the Native American Tarot in this one here. Now, Native American Tarot, I have been using this deck for over 23 years. Okay, not this one in particular, because I had to replace it because it got taken out of storage. But this was the first tarot deck that I ever used that made sense to me, that I could do for readings for others. And I used it for all my readings with clients, all my readings in expos, psychic fears for clients in their home, in my home, anywhere that I read tarot. This was the deck I used. Whoa. Okay, how will my career performance now onwards, specifically on calls handling? How will my career... That's me being clumsy. How will my career performance now onwards, especially on calls? Okay. What flew out? Ooh, okay. Now, we're only supposed to do 2 cards, but when things like this fall out, there's usually a reason for this. Okay, 10 of Pipes. We talk about a sense of feeling like there's a bit of a burden on the whole situation. It does feel like it's going to take you a lot of commitment. You might find yourself feeling a little bit trapped, a little bit limited by it all. So it's about giving birth to, I want to say giving birth in a way of nurturing the sense of the foundations of what it is. So it's just going to be there's going to be some challenges on the situation. Or LD, thank you. Or Dune, thank you for your Dune, thanks for your donation. Just need Dune's question, please. Okay. I think there's a lot of stuff. I think you're going to find yourself feeling like you're out of sorts. I think you're going to find this a little bit challenging. I think it's how you choose to move through it, how you choose to sort of be aware of the situation here. I think it's about being aware of the situation and what's going on for you, Selmia. So it's very much about looking at, I think things are going to be quite stressful. I do feel like things are quite heavy for you. It is going to take a bit of a commitment. There is that sense of feeling very trapped about the situation. So it's important that you are aware of how you choose to react in the situation emotionally. Don't let your emotions get the better of you, okay? It's very important that you stay calm, that you stay relaxed. Okay, it is going to be quite challenging and you're going to be quite restricted by how you can choose to respond to the situation. So make sure you stay calm, stay relaxed, make sure that you stay in alignment within yourself, making sure that you feel like you can carry yourself emotionally in a good headspace. Okay, super important here. Right. Let me just do this. We've got VIP status with Dune. So let's just do that here. Oh, a book. Sounds interesting. Ooh. Sounds interesting. Okay, so that's done. Now, what I do want to do, guys, I do want to offer you, right, let's do this. Just want to do this, right. Right. Soon. Ooh, interesting. So, what do you need to know in regards to selling your book first? Interesting. Okay, so what do you need to know about selling your book online? Let's have a look. Okay, does feel like you're going to have a lot of support around you. There's a lot of people that know that you're going to be successful, that you're going to have that wealth and that abundance coming into your life. Okay, so there are times when you're going to have to be alone to achieve this result. Okay, I think there's some things that you need to do alone. Even though you do have support, there's people around you, there are times when you've sort of got to do things yourself, which is super important here. It's all about knowing your own joy, your own peace and happiness with what you've achieved. Okay, so it's talking about don't stop, keep going. Yes, I think you can be very, very successful. You've got that wealth, you've got that abundance coming into your life with regards to your book online. Okay, it will take some time, it will take some perseverance to keep going. So don't give up. Allow yourself to just be happy with each one you sell. Okay, each time you sell a book, you're successful. even if you sell one book, it's successful because that's reached one person. Okay, so you're selling online, so that's really, so there's no physical book, so you're selling it as an ebook. And I think if you sell one book, it's successful. So it says don't stop, don't give up. Feels like you can continue to do so even years later. So yeah, don't give up, don't stop. Yes, you can be successful to have that sense of abundance, prosperity, but there are some things that you do need to do alone, and that's important aspect here. I think that's really important. That's going to allow you to overcome. Yes, it will start slow. Yeah, definitely. So it's just about being in the moment. Okay? So yeah, it's going to take some time, but you'll get there. Okay, so info is next. Thanks, Mimsy, for doing this list. That's a huge help. Such a huge help. So everybody's automatically added to the list. Not a problem. So info, right? Thank you. So Divine, have we got Divine's message and then Mimsy? So I'm not sure if I've got Divine's message. Divine Feminine, make sure we've got your question as well too, please. So appreciate it. It makes such a huge difference to the readings when we get that flow going in. Oh, regards to your career. Thanks, Divine Feminine. What's coming in regards to my career? Is there anything new coming up? Oh, let's do. Okay, just got told. 1 minute. Ah, there it is. Moon baby. Oh, for some reason. What's coming up in your career? I go to use a deck and they go, no, stop. Right. Moon baby tarot. Now, I know there's another color out for this. I know he's sort of updated it again, which is cool. I don't know if he's got any more left, but Brent with Moon baby tarot. Okay, what's coming in regards to infos? Is there anything new coming up? What's coming up in regards to career? Oh, okay. What's coming up in regards to career for info? What's coming up in regards to... Okay, interesting. Whew. Okay, we've got the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands is about discover. I feel like there's a sense of discovering something new. There's a sense of having action, needing to take some action. There's some stuff that needs to be looked at in regards to the choices that you need to make to awaken that passion that lies within you. Okay, so there's some choices that do need to be made to bring in this passion in regards to your career. Now, we're not looking at a relationship with a person. We're looking at a relationship in regards to your career, the connection you have with your career. Okay, because that's the focus of your question here. So we're looking at that connection, the choices that you have to make in regards to the relationships that you have within your career. Okay, that's super important. And even that connection you've got with your career, with what you want to do, that passion that awakens within you to manifest something new in your life, comes from that sense of looking at what's important to your career. So yes, with the page, feels like something's new coming in. Something new is coming in, so it comes in with a lot of choices that do need to be made. Okay, so super important here to look at the choices. So something new is definitely coming in. We've got something new coming into play here. With the page is new beginnings, new projects, new passions, new desires, something to do with your career. So there's something new coming in, and it's all about the choices that you need to make. Doesn't talk about study as such, but with the Page of Wands can talk about the enthusiasm and the drive, but yet not the knowledge. Doesn't quite have the knowledge. You don't have the experience yet. You do not have the experience. So that could become with the choices that do need to be made, could be in regards to the message that's coming through, the new something coming through. So maybe there is a choice in regards to what you will study. I think there's a lot of things you need to reflect on. You need to think about here, info. There's a lot of stuff that you need to think about. Some choices, the birth of something new. So you've got, you don't have the experience yet. So there may be something that you need to learn. Right, Divine Feminine. Yes, you can. Yes, Margot's definitely. Yep. Everybody's in for the first hour, and then after the hour, Mimsy, once that hour comes up, that list is closed, and then I'll wrap up because I can be on till for about, what's the time? It's 10:35, so I can be on until about 11:30. So I can be on for about another hour or so. Right, so Divine Feminine, Mimsy's your question, and clear. Okay, so that's the list. There might be some more list on there. Yeah, you're welcome, Mimsy. Just needed to clarify. So everybody's on the list. Dorothy, yes, you're on the list. You're after Margot, I think. Oz, yeah. Okay, so go back to Divine Feminine. So, yeah. So I want to make sure that everybody gets, so if you're High Dancing Oracle, yes, you can be added. No worries at all. So don't forget, I'm going to do everybody that comes in this first hour, then I'll do the wrap up. Once I get to that hour, then I'll do the ending soon, and that's a wrap. That just means that I'm wrapping up the free readings. Right. So please, may I know how M feels about you? Okay, so in that case, let's do the Oceanic Tarot. I love decks by Jane Wallace. I've just about got all of her decks. I just want the goddess one. Yeah, so just type your question when you come up on the list, just so that keeps it in order and it keeps the flow. So how does M feel about Divine Feminine? Okay, so what does Divine Feminine need to know about how M feels about them? How does M feel about me? Whew, 5 of Wands. Competition. Challenges. Conflicted. Okay. And I got the word the holding on to. Okay, it feels like they're holding on to this idea about a competition. It's a competition, it's a challenge. Okay, That's what I feel like. M feels that this whole thing, they're holding on to this idea that it's a competition, that they have to impress to achieve. So I don't know whether they're holding back from it, but they do feel like they need to impress. They've got this idea that it's a competition. So it doesn't necessarily mean that they're taking any action. It feels like this is just an idea. Okay, they've got this idea that it's a competition in some way. So I don't know if they're going to be taking any action about it. It just feels like there's a competition in the situation. Okay. M feels like that it's a competition in some way. So yeah, interesting. Feels like the whole thing's a competition. Let me just put this back. Right, so next on the list, let me just put this back. I just don't have to put things as I go because I'm in a small space. So if I don't put it all away as I go, then I end up with not being able to move. Okay. Okay, next. Competition and to impress you. It's what's another way of saying that? It's competition. It's a sort of a sense of that they're out, that they have to be out to impress. You know, they have to do something better than the other person. You know, maybe it's it could be a competition within themselves. It's a conflict within themselves or a challenge within themselves, a sense of, you know, they need to do better, a sense of being critical of themselves, a doubt that they're going to win, that they're going to achieve what they want. A competition, Divine Feminine, with a relationship is like a sense of like they have to do better. They have to do like he feels like M feels as though they have to be out to impress, that it's a challenge. It's a sense of they have to be a winner. They have to be a winner. Right, Mimsy. Divine Feminine, like they feel like they have to be a winner. And so they may not take any action. Ooh, how can I move into self-forgiveness? Ooh, I love that one. Okay, I'm going to do Moon and Stars. Ooh, I like that question. Now, Mimsy, because you're doing with your with the lists and things, right? Sorry, I just had to. Interesting. Okay, how can I move into self-forgiveness? How can I move into self-forgiveness? Moving into self-forgiveness. Moving into self-forgiveness. Okay, that's it. Feels like that's it. Right. How can you move into self-forgiveness, Mimsy? Okay, the first thing you need to do is, I feel like there's a sense of the Nine of Pentacles to me, as I get the sense of connecting to nature, a sense of being, a sense of just pampering yourself, comfort yourself in many ways here. Okay, so then you've got, it's about having a sense of structure in your life, or being a sense of being in control of the choices that you make, knowing that I get a sense of like it's okay for you to say what you want. Okay, to be a little assertive is what I want to get here. Being a little bit assertive is going to be quite important here with your self-forgiveness, to move into self-forgiveness. It's a sense of like having that sense of saying, this is what I need, and this is what I'm going to do. Okay, I get a sense of being quite assertive here. There's some things that you need to walk away from, to be introspective, to be able to look at what's important, to walk away from, to let go, to move into something new. It's all about that connection that you have within yourself, that yin and yang energy, to become whole within yourself. I think that's the choices that you need to make, and how you can become a whole person within yourself. Embracing the shadow self is really, really important, to be able to say, I forgive myself. I embrace who I am. I am who I am. I am love. I am freedom. I am liberation, Mimsy. So I get a lot of that about needing to sort of take some time out for you to have those boundaries, to be able to say, this is what I need to do for me. Have a sense of structure for yourself is so important here, to be able to have a moment of being able to walk away from what was, so that you can have that sense of yourself. This, to me, with the Lovers card here, this sense of emerging yourself within yourself, that yin and yang energy within you, that shadow self, that things that we deny about who we are, and bringing that together within ourselves, embracing who we are completely, and saying, yeah, it's okay. If we want to sit around in our pajamas all day, that's okay. If we want to read a book, that's all right. If we want to have a moment of isolation, a moment of being by ourselves, that's okay. That's part of the process. And that's part of that self-forgiveness. And whatever we choose to do is really important here. So there's a lot of healing taking place, and it comes within our own, I'm getting a sense of, it's quite a major impact here. It's quite a major thing. There is a little bit of emotions going in. There is that sense of remembering to stay grounded is really important as well. I think there's a need to communicate how you feel. Okay, find a way to sort of get a creative energy coming through into the picture here. So there's a lot going on there, and as you move into self-forgiveness. A lot of stuff there. So hopefully that helps. Puts things in a new perspective for you. Be the bad bitch in a good way. I love that. Yes, yes, yes. So hopefully that helps. You're welcome, you're welcome. Right, who was after Mimsy? Clear. Right, this is the list that we've got at the moment. So we've got Claire, Jamie, and Nicole. And then there's a second Jamie. How come you got Jamie twice? Is there two Jamies? Oh, so serious. There's Sirius Sheedy Miller too. That hasn't come in. Okay. Clear. Right. Ooh, good question. Oh, there's some great questions today, guys. You guys are brilliant. I love these. I mean, don't love the questions, but these are really good questions that we can sort of dive into. How can I avoid a painful situation in your love life this week? Ooh. Okay, 4 Hucks of Tarot. Ooh, okay. Oh, the cloth was from KR Magic. It's a local company here that gets them through. So I've got a few of their cloths. So I love this. Astrology aspects in there, you can see. I'm not really an astrologist. But I can do an astrology reading, but not. I do it through Planet Dance, through an app. Right, that I've got. Right, let's have a look. How can I avoid a painful situation in your love life this week? I'll have to go onto my other computer if I want to do the Planet Dance too. I must have forgot about that. Right, how can I avoid a painful situation in your love life this week? Oh, you're an Aquarius. Okay, how can I avoid a painful situation in your love life this week? How can I avoid a painful situation in your love life this week? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Clear. How can you avoid a painful situation? First thing you need to do is nourish your soul. Okay, with the Queen of Water. It's very much about nourishing your soul. That's super important here. Nourish who you are. That's super important. Nourish your soul. Take care of your own needs, your own emotional needs. Super important here. Being able to sort of take time out from the rest of the world, reflect and contemplate, isolate yourself is going to be quite important in this situation here. It's a lot about meditation. And I just got the words "I cried yesterday." Now that's from a book. Now let me just grab the author for that one here. I cried yesterday. Don't know why, but it just came. Okay. Well, yesterday I cried, should I say. Yesterday I cried. Okay, let's see. Okay, let me just type this in. Oh, you're welcome, Mimsy. Thanks for your help. Thank you very, very much. List is closed. So I'm going to close the free list. So free list is closed. Right. Okay. So everybody, that means I'm wrapping up current readings. So it just means that I'm wrapping up. Okay, so it's really important that you take some time out for yourself. Isolation is going to be so important here, Claire. Really important to nourish your soul. And the book I got for you was, what did I say? Yesterday I Cried, Claire. Okay, by Ileana Vincent. It's a book. I totally recommend that if you can get a copy, I totally recommend that you read it. If you can get a copy. Yesterday I Cried by Ileana Vincent. So yeah, definitely totally recommend the book. So yeah, I think that's going to be quite important to help you nourish your soul. Okay, so when I say that free list is closed, it just means that I'm wrapping up everybody who came into the list, into the chat is available. So we've got Jamie, Nicole. So I don't know where I got Jamie twice, but now Jamie, you did type in your question somewhere. I did see it. Okay, so, oh, cool. Thanks, Jamie. So, we've got Nicole, please, your question. And I don't know why I got Jamie twice, but Eliza and Sirius. What's going on with my mood and what can I do to help myself not? Okay, so what's going on with your mood? You know, Jamie, and the first words I got was chemical. Got the words chemical. Like in toxicity. That was kind of weird. Herb Crafters Tarot. This one here. Hormonal. Ah, that's why I could be. See, that was interesting. I got like there's a toxicity or like there's something affecting your hormones. Okay, so let's have a look and see. What can you do to help? Oh, okay. Okay, I'm going to do these, Jamie. I've got a few extra cards just popped out here. Ah, yes, could be caffeine. Very interesting. So let's have a look and see what you can do. Okay, first things we get is calendula with 3 of fire. 3 of fire is that take a moment to pause. Okay, with the calendula with the 3 of fire, take a moment to pause. Ah, with 20, awakening with Tulsi. Okay, so that gets some Tulsi tea. Hormones are whack. Okay, so we've got calendula and I got Tulsi for some reason. Now, Tulsi, with that sense of awakening to the situation and resurrecting of who you truly are. Now, I'm going to show you something, Jamie, because I just got this. I don't know why this came into my head, but man, I hope it's in the right. Oh, here, it should be in this box here. Sorry, I just got to grab it in a. Nope, not that one. Oh, I hope I haven't drunk them all. Oh, I may have drunk them all. Tulsi tea. Oh no, here they are. In the bottom here. Yeah. Oh, the other thing you can try is rude. Check out rude, Jamie. Totally, oops, wrong way. Oh no, New Zealand. Dancing Oracle, I'm in New Zealand. Check out rude if you like the caffeine, or Tulsi. You'll find it'll help big time. Oops, let me just move it. Sorry, I'm just shifting things around again. Yep. So, yeah, try those. Right, now what else did I get? Ooh. Okay, 3 of water. Just make sure you're with like-minded people. No, you're not alone, is basically what I want to say is, Jamie, is you're not alone in the process with the 3 of water here. You're not alone. And interesting, the Lovers card. Again, I don't get it as being a relationship with other people, the choices that you make with other people, but this is about the relationship you have with yourself, that sense of bringing yourself together. Okay? So it's all about, I think it's about the sense of bringing yourself together, having a sense of unity within yourself, a sense of balance, which is super important here. Okay, so there's some things that are going to really help you. Now, the Tulsi, I think, is really important here. It's a classic green tea, a Tulsi green tea. But what I like is the Tulsi masala chai, of course. And there's other flavors that you can get with it as well. You're welcome, Claire. So, Jamie, I think it's a lot about you just being able to move through the healing process, okay? And so it's going to be very important for you to sort of take a breath, to find yourself, to resurrect who you truly are, making sure you're with those with like mind, you're people with similar. Know that you're actually not alone, that there's people that can help you physically, which is quite important as well. And I think the herbal teas, that rude coffee, looking at what you drink and eat. Oh, and I just got the word, Jamie, you don't eat tomatoes, do you? You don't eat tomatoes, do you? Put that over there for later. I've got the word tomato. Stop eating tomatoes, Jamie. Don't know why. I want you to take them out. You're eating too many. You need to reduce your tomato intake. I don't know why. I just got tomatoes. I think you need to find out how they affect you. Reduce you're eating too many tomatoes. You need to reduce. I don't know why, just came to me. Like I said, chemical tomatoes. I think you just need to try it. Just try it for a couple of days where you don't eat so many tomatoes and see if that makes a difference. I think you need to go and get that checked out with a naturopath if you can, or someone nutritionist. Yeah. I don't know why I got that with you so strongly. So, yeah, there's quite a bit there you can just look at. Oh, I felt that was super important there coming through. Oh, right. Next. Let's have a look at this list. Okay, so Nicole and Eliza. Nicole and Eliza. So I'll just see if I've got Nicole's question here. I really appreciate everyone's patience too. I so appreciate it. Woo. I'm waiting for Nicole and Eliza. Okay, so I've got no question for Nicole yet. So, Nicole, I do need your question. But I do have Eliza's here. So, I will do Eliza's. And I've got Sirius, your question too, please. Yes, I've got your question, Eliza. Thank you very much. And Sirius, I need your question. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yes, it can be hard to eat and type. I have that problem when I do Tarot Oracle's moderating for his channel. Right. So what's going on here? If I will take any action regarding your connection this month. Okay, so let's do the angels. Let's do the yes or no question here. So you want to know if there's going to be any, will he take any action? Because you've asked a yes or no question. So let's take a moment to have a post here. Okay, let's have a look and then we'll get some more information. Will I take any action regarding our connection this month? Okay, so you want to know. Oh, interesting. There is something going to happen. So we want to know a little bit more about what will happen. So let's do. Oh, okay, let's do Radley Valentine's. Okay, so we're going to do this one. Oh! Right. Yes, what action? What do we need to know in regards to the yes? It's a sudden move. The words I got was a sudden move. It feels like it's going to be very positive. It feels like there's a positive turn of events. Just feels like things will just come into play. You'll know it when it happens. Feels like there's just a shift. They're just saying, there will be a shift. There is a yes, 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 a very strong yes that things will change, that he will it feels quite, with the wheel and the world. There is definitely, it's interesting because that wheel turns. It allows new beginnings. Okay, so yes, it does feel like you'll get your answers, you'll get yourself a sense of clarity with the whole situation. It's allow things to move into new possibilities, bringing a new shift into a new cycle. Feels like there'll be a cycle, something new coming in. So it just says, yes, there'll be some action taken in regards to your connection. It's just going to allow you to sort of move forward on your journey in a new way. It's going to give you a sense of clarity on the whole situation. So there will definitely be some action taken. And it's going to bring a change of events. So Eliza. Okay, Sirius. So we want Sirius, May, and Margot. Oh, okay. So May, just need your question, please. And Margot, can I have your question as well, please? Okay, May and Margot. Yep. Okay. So, will you marry? Let's have a look. Will you marry Hosek? Let's have a look. Okay. At this stage, feels like things are not going quite in the right direction here. So what's the message? Let me just grab. Okay. So what do you need to know about it? At this stage, it doesn't feel like you're moving in the right direction. Doesn't feel quite like things are going to quite happen. There's some other stuff going on at the moment. If you really want it to happen, you have to be a little bit more assertive. You sort of need to say what you want, what you expect in the relationship. At this stage, I feel like he's just going to go along with the flow. If you don't say anything, he's just going to go with the flow. He's just going to keep wandering along without actually anything happening. So I think it's all about how you can make sure that you can say what you expect out of the relationship, what you want. I think there's a sense of you guys needing to get on the same page. You guys need to communicate what you expect out of the relationship. I just feel like he's just going to keep going. He's just going to, Hosek will just sort of, Hosek will just feel like they're just moving along, just going with the flow, just sort of, there's no real, let's get married sort of energy about it. I think it's very much about you needing to say what you need to say. You need to get on the same page. You guys need to communicate. There's a very lack of communication in the situation here. There is a lack of communication with the situation. Okay, there is a lack of communication here. There's a real need to communicate. So I just feel like he's just going to go with the flow. He's not really going to make any clear decisions. I think you'll be waiting around for a long time if you're expecting marriage. Oh, okay. You'll have to tell me what your question was, Dancing Oracle, and what he said. Okay, so May and Margot. Cool. And then What was the last of the list? Let me see. May, Margot, oh, Dorothy, Dancing Oracle, and then Gem. Okay, perfect, guys. Absolutely perfect. Yeah. So Dancing Oracle, just have to tell me what he said. I have no idea what he said. I don't remember any of the readings that he did because it had really nothing to do with me, of course. So what's the current energy between you and us? So you're going to have to, Dancing Oracle, you're going to have to give me some context with the question, with what he said, and then I can sort of expand from there. Okay, what's the current energy between you and S? And I just got, whoa, okay. Deck of Heroes. Okay, so what's the current energy? What's the current energy between you and S? What do we got? Battles and conflicts. Feels like there's a lot of conflicts going on. There's a lot of battles. There's a lot of sort of energy that feels very like resisting. There's a resistance going on with the energy there. Feels very resistant. Yeah. But I think overall, I think there'll be I want to say an understanding in the a victory in the moment, a sense of things being sorted out. I think things can be sorted out with the Six of Wands here. It does talk about victory, a sense of success, even after all the battles and the conflicts and things that are going on there. Okay, so overall, I think that everything will work out for the best, put it that way. There'll be a sense of victory in the moment. But energy-wise, I think that there's a very resistant energy going on. But I do feel it could be sorted out. I think there's a really, again, I get that sense of needing to communicate, a sense of making sure you guys are on the same page I think there's a need to communicate, a need to sort it out, because there is that sort of resistant energy. I don't know what that resistant energy, but it's just what I'm getting there, resistant energy. But it will get sorted. I think there's a need to communicate, though. Remembering that's one path. There is that possibility of sorting it out, but it all comes down to that communication. Okay, so Margot, you're welcome, May. So Margot, then Dorothy, and Dancing Oracle. I'm just having a look at time, guys. I've sort of, those that came in the first hour, I'm just wrapping up their readings now. Don't forget, donations do take priority, and they will be answered. But I'm just trying to wrap up the free readings at this time. So from the list, before I closed it, let me just see the last of this list from Mimsy. Right, so Margot, Dorothy, a Dancing Oracle, and Gem. And then I closed the list, I think. And so, yeah, that's it. So what's coming towards you unexpected? Let's do... Labyrinth. Labyrinth Tarot. What's coming towards you unexpectedly, Margot? Let's have a look. Dancing Oracle, if you can just give me some details and then I can do the reading for you. Because I've got no idea what was said. I have no idea what Tarot Oracle actually said to you. I'm there just to moderate the chat. I don't really sort of remember all the readings. What's coming towards you unexpectedly, Margot? So let's have a look. What's coming towards you unexpectedly? Interesting. With the Justice card, I get a sense here with legalities, a sense of actions with consequences. So it's very important. It feels like this is a lot about there's some consequences, there's some actions taken in regards to something legal. I don't know if you own a car. And it's telling me about not rushing into things, slowing down, take a breath, make some plans. I got a reason about a car. I don't know if you're owning a car or you're looking at buying a car. Are you looking at buying a car in some way? I don't know if you're looking at buying, maybe. I don't know. I just got the words car, so I don't know what the came as. No? Okay. Well, something involving a car. Something involving a car. So you don't own a car. So I don't know, something to do with a car. And I haven't got really any clear picture here. So it just says don't rush into anything. So it might be that car X. Okay. I think you need to be careful about rushing into the road. Don't rush. Oh, when I did that. It told me to look below, beyond the surface here. Okay, we get the Magician. Trickster. I think you just need to be careful about not rushing into the road. I think you need to look below the surface, look below what you see. I think you can be pre-warned. Forewarned, forearmed. So, yeah, I think you just need to be careful not to be rushing around. Make sure you make plans, make strategies. You need to look beyond what's actually going on around you. I think you need to be a bit more aware of your surroundings, be more aware of your environment with the Magician card here. I think there's a sleight of hand, things not as they seem sort of energy. I'm just getting a sense of just being a bit more aware of your environment, being aware of what's happening around you. Okay, I think you just need to be careful. Don't rush. Don't rush into anything. Don't be rushing around. Take your time. Take a breath. Make some plans. Strategize. Okay. So, yeah, just be aware. Okay, sorry, I didn't quite expect that to come through. It was a bit of a weird one. That was a bit of a strange one. But these things happen sometimes. Right. Just take care. Just take care. Okay, Dorothy. Dancing Oracle. Dorothy, then Dancing Oracle. Dorothy, then Dancing Oracle. Message, Dancing Oracle. Oh, problem is, I don't know what I said. Yeah, I don't know what Tarot Dancing Oracle. I have no idea what Tarot Oracle said to you. I got no idea what your question was, or so you'll have to Dancing Oracle. You'll have to give me some context. When I do a reading for you guys, I don't remember it. Okay, I don't hold on to your reading, so you need to sort of go back and have a re-listen to the reading. I'll have to go back and have a re-listen to find out what was actually said. So you might have to tell me what I said. Okay, message from Spirit. Let's do so. Oh, there it is. I think. No, not that one. Whew. The free list is closed, guys. Only those that I'm just wrapping up from the list. Because I've been on for nearly an hour and a half, so I do need to make sure I've got boundaries. So Dancing Oracle, you're going to have to give me some details. And May, you'll have to give me some details too, because once the reading's done, I don't remember it. Right, Dorothy, message from Spirit. Do message from Spirit Guide. From Guardian Angel, Spirit Guide, from Deity. Those that are guiding Dorothy. Let's have a look. The universe. Okay, got told to fan it. Let's do this one here. And this one. Okay, message for Dorothy. From Spirit. Okay, let's have a look. Okay. Interesting. I got the words flying free. I feel like you're rising into the light. Feels like you've been standing in a lot of darkness. You've been standing in a sense of oh. Okay, 1 minute, May. Let me have a look at May. I'll have to go back and have a look. Okay, so I got the words like flying free, like you're rising out of the darkness. You're moving towards a light. Okay, you're moving through the transformation, the changes. It's time for you to start standing in your own power. Take back what you feel has been taken from you. Feels like somebody took something from you, and it's time for you to stand in your own power, to move towards the light. You're no longer in that dark space that you felt like you've been in here. It's time for you to start flying free. Time for you to start ascending to new sense of awareness within oneself. Okay, May, I'll have a look. Okay, Dorothy, so it's about you being able to stand back in your own power, to take back what you feel has been taken from you. Time for you to sort of fly free, to be able to move through this transition that you're moving through and into the light. Okay, so this is where I feel that you're at. You've been standing in this place of darkness. You've been standing in this heaviness, and you're moving through into the light. Feel like you're moving through into a healing space. Okay, and you're allowing yourself to take back what's been taken from you. Time for you to stand in your own power here, Dorothy. Okay, so whew, okay, so May, let me just have a quick look at this. You had the legacy. You want to understand just how you feel about the battle relating to you. Well, normally the readings are about you, but it's the connection between you and S. So it's the connection, and when you're talking about resisting, it's that connection between the two of you. Okay, it was the connection. There was that resistance, those battles between the two of you. Okay, it did feel like there was the energy. It was to do with the energy. And then we're talking about victory. The victory is that sense of being able to look at what you've achieved, even when things seem really difficult. That achievement that you've got within yourself. It may be not what you expect, May. Sorry, we're talking about this one here. May. It may not be what you expect, but it's a victory in itself. Or on New York trip. Okay. I don't know what did T.O. Let's have a look at what T.O. I don't know what T.O. said, but I'll have a look. Okay, May. So it's all about that victory may not be what you expect, but it allows you to move forward on your journey with confidence. Allows you to move forward with that sense of achievement, even after all the difficult moments. Might not be what you expect, but it will be. Right, so you're talking about your upcoming New York trip, travel. Let's have a look. Let's do Lord of the Rings. I don't know why I got the words travel when I got Lord of the Rings. Okay, New York trip, travel. You're welcome, May. You're welcome. Okay, New York trip. What's happening with your New York trip? Okay, your achievement. Right. Right, New York trip. What's happening in your New York trip? Let's have a look here. Can we elaborate on T.O.'s reading in regards to the New York trip? Oh, okay. Okay, 3 cards popped out. The first one was the Ace of Swords. Okay, and I just dropped all the cards. 1 minute. Let me just pick this up. Like there's a frog in my throat. Definitely a need for communication. Definitely a sense of clarity needed in this. I feel like with your New York trip, I think there's a need for clarity. Make sure you've got I want to say there's an itinerary, important for your itinerary, to have an itinerary to make sure that, I don't know why I got there. I've got a sense of making a sense of, itinerary, being able to sort of say where you what you're doing. Three of Rings. That's definitely about being like, you get a sense of, I want to say a bit of work involved, a bit of like, a bit of an effort needed in the situation. But I know you're not alone. Okay, I feel like you're not alone. I feel like there's a lot to learn, but I do feel like there's a need. I just keep getting that you're not alone in the situation. So are you traveling with Dancing Oracle? Is there other people in the trip? Is there other people in the trip? So I just feel like there's other people in the trip, Dancing Oracle, that you're not alone. There's other people involved. And I get that with the 3 of Rings and the Hierophant here. I just get that there's other people involved in the trip. And so it's important to sort of look at what you're learning and discover. I think there's a lot to learn in regards to your trip as well. It's definitely a need to communicate. So I'm just not quite sure. Just waiting to see what else comes through. Yeah, I'm just not quite sure what T.O. said, but I'm getting very much about the need to communicate, removing any confusion, and our itinerary is quite important because I feel like there's other people on the trip. Oh, you're way behind. Okay. So I feel like there's a lot of people. I think there's somebody else on the trip anyway. So I think you're got a lot to learn. Might need to refresh your stream. Okay, so I'm just going to take my time, just taking my time here. I will do the other people. Okay, so there's Jim as well. Oh, and Jim, right. That's the last person I'm going to do, right. Okay, so basically what I got for you, Dancing Oracle, is basically there's a need to communicate, a need to have an itinerary or something like that. I feel like there's a lot of people, there is somebody else on the trip for you, so you do know that you're not alone. I do feel like there's a bit of an effort needed in the trip, a bit of an effort needed, a sense of there's some things that need to be learnt. I feel like there's something that needs to be learnt, but you're definitely not alone in the trip. So yeah, hopefully that sort of helps. I'm not quite sure what T.O. said, or it's very hard to elaborate on what T.O. said because I just don't listen to the readings as such. I'm just busy doing the chats. I don't remember all the readings. My mind would explode if I remembered all the things. So, right, let's have a look here. Now, Jim. Jim, and then I'll have a look and see how I go. That's what I was doing. So this is the last of it, unless there's any donations and that coming through. But basically, just looking to see what Jim's done. Oh, cool. You got your question there. How can I improve my situation? Cool. How can you improve your situation? Brilliant. Okay, so let's do the Chakra Wisdom Tarot. Now, if there's any donations come through, I'll do those quickly, but I am finishing up. This is the last of the free readings. Okay, how can Jim improve this situation? Ooh. Okay, it's all about your heart chakra. I get a sense of making sure that you're in alignment, that you got the sense of dealing with your emotions and being able to have the sense of balancing out your, I want to say get your heart into balance here. Get your, it's very much about dealing with your heart chakra, making sure you're not giving too much of yourself away. Is super important. So that can how you improve your situation. Don't give too much of yourself away. Allow yourself to be in balance, but don't get closed off. Don't close yourself off. Allow yourself to face your emotions, if you like. Look at your emotions, acknowledge your emotions, and allow yourself to build, break down barriers. I feel like you're being forced to break down the barriers and rebuild. Okay, you're going to rebuild your pathway the way you want. You can choose in what you do next. Okay, so you've got the sense of you're being forced to, when you realign yourself, when you get yourself back into balance with your heart chakra, making sure you're not giving too much of yourself away. I did that dancing oracle. It's been done. Okay, you must be super behind, dancing oracle. Okay, it feels like you're being forced to reach an understanding about the situation. You're being forced to reach a sense of enlightenment to build your journey. Yeah, dancing oracle, you might need to refresh your page and then go back a bit. It's being done, dancing oracle, being done. Okay, Jim, I do feel like there's a sense of allowing yourself the sense of rebuilding your situation. I get a sense of really, I'm actually going to do, just going to add this card. Yeah, you'll have to go back. I've done your reading, dancing oracle. You'll just have to wait. I've done it. Refresh the stream. Okay, so I just want to add this one in. Jim. I'm guided and protected as I begin to choose my path in life. Just say guardian angel of young adults, but the message here is I am guided and protected as I begin to choose my path in life. And the key here is really important because I get the key that you're unlocking new possibilities. Okay, Jim, I do feel like you're unlocking new opportunities when you're being forced to break down those barriers, to break down. Okay. Okay, so that's it for me, unless there's any donations come through. Let go and surrender. But also, not just surrender, but also look at the action that you can choose to take within yourself. I think there's also a sense of looking at when you surrender, it's not just surrendering, you've got to also take action. Unlock the possibilities. Dancing Oracle, I've done your reading, so that's all done. Okay, so that's it. Unless there's any donations that go through. Let me have a look and see if there's any donations. I really need to. Oh, God, time. It's a bit more than I expected. Don't forget, guys. Let me just do this here. Oops. Okay. So let's get rid of this. Okay, thanks, guys. Unless there's any donations or anything coming through, I think that is me finished. Let me just do this. Okay, so that's it. No, Farida. Only the people that came in that first hour. That list was closed a long time ago. I have to stop, Farida. Only those that came in the first hour. And then I wrapped up. Yep, so you've got to come in the first hour for me. Otherwise, I've got things to do, Farida. I can't stick around forever. I do have to. Yeah, it's only those that came in the first hour that get the readings. Thanks, Dancing Oracle. Appreciate it. Blessed be. It's those that come in the first hour. Yeah. I do have to eventually go. Okay, that's it from me. Take care. Blessed be. Thanks for being here.